Ladies and gentlemen, Joshua Salvetti, and welcome to another lesson from the High Performance Trader, right? So today I'm going to be breaking down something that I do every single day that really helps me get in and out of the market with consistency, right? With ease, right? To be able to really understand who is in control of the market and trade accordingly, right? Because you guys all know that's all I preach: identify and adapt to market conditions, right? I think it's a really big thing to talk about. A lot of traders, and I see this all the time, right? And I'm not being mean, but it is very important and I need to be stern with it. A lot of traders rely on indicators. They rely on bullshit, right? Excuse my language, but it has to stop, right? I cannot have any more traders. I don't want to see charts with RSI. I don't want to see charts with MACD. I do not want to see charts with all this stuff on it that is just lying to your face. I cannot not say anything. Guys, you are so much better than this, right? You know exactly what it is you need to do. You need to get away from relying on the easy thing, right? Listen, if the RSI worked, don't you think that every trader would be rich, right? If these indicators really helped you understand who is in control of price action at this moment, don't you think everyone would be monumentally wealthy, right? Got to get rid of them. You know what it is, guys, is you're falling away from accountability, right? You don't believe in your own analysis, right? And I break this down in Trader Bootcamp, link below, $20 a month. You don't believe in your ability to get in and out of the market. You don't trust your analysis, right? And you shouldn't, because you haven't earned it, right? It takes years of trading. It takes massive amounts of dues that need to be paid. I'm talking logging every trade, diving deep into why it works, right? Your brain, listen, consistency is a state of mind. It's like a frequency that you need to achieve. You need to fall into this frequency to be able to look at the market and just consistently see opportunities and trust yourself, and your edge, right? That is what consistency is, right? So for you to get there, right, you need to get rid of the indicators. You need to get rid of the following. You need to stop following, right? So I'm sorry, I just had to get that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen. Get involved with Trader Bootcamp, right? Limited time. We are doing $20 a month. That is $19.99. You get all Trader Bootcamp, all 11 mini courses, and you get full free access to the Discord for $19.99 a month, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to find any other course like this, right? This course breaks down an edge that is like no other. It breaks down identifying and adapting to market conditions. And I run through market concepts, market and trading strategies, trading mentalities, right? That you need to understand, that frequency I was just breaking you down to, and trading metrics to be able to log and recreate your trades, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, $19.99. It's going to change your life, and it's going to level up your network, right? And that's what's most important. You need to be involved with traders that know what they're doing, right? You need to not only watch the course, get involved, but you need to work with someone each and every single day to become a better trader, right? And that person is me. You can message me full time, get involved, $19.99, right? It's going to change your life. So the day I want to talk about over here is the S&P 500. All you guys, anyone that trades, I've seen this day and wished you caught this trade, because if you did, you would have made 2,000% return, right? So I hit this in the Discord. It was phenomenal for 2,300% ROI, right? And I'm not bragging. It's really not my goal here to be like, oh, well, look at me. I'm an amazing trader. I did X, Y, Z. It's just I've never had a trade this large, right? And we really grade ourselves on percent return, right? Because anybody can have a $100,000 account and make a $20,000, $30,000 trade. Show me your percent ROI, right? There you go, 2,300% return. We absolutely cracked it, right? And I want to break down how it is I was able to identify that sellers were in control and trade with them, because that is the goal of becoming a profitable trader, is to understand who is in control of the market and trade with them. Listen, and it's so crazy, I don't want to dive too far away from topic, but I first realized that I was trading wrong, right, by logging all my trades. I'm logging my trades, and I found that I had 12 losing trades in 1 month. And for me, that was much more higher than usual, right? So I asked myself why, what did all these trades have in common, right? And all those trades were reversals. All those trades were me trying to trade against trend, right? And I'm not saying all reversals are bad. I'm just saying 100% of my losing trades that month were reversals. So this was something I wanted to gravitate away from, right? So I started trading the break and retest strategy, right, on much larger time frames, not, and then identifying it on much lower time frames, right? So what I'll do is identify critical levels. That's what I like to call them, areas of value. And the way I do this here is, let me pull out the S&P. Okay, so we had this critical level over here at 457, right? And what this was a valid break and retest on the 1 hour time frame, right? So we kept battling this 457, 457. CPI news comes, we rally into it, reject it with the false breakout, super bearish, and then overnight we rally above it. So I'm looking for price to come down and retest yesterday's high, right? In this 457 area, and then take off. Right? This is a bullish scenario. Everyone on my Discord knows I run through a bullish and bearish scenario to remain unbiased, right? So this is a bullish scenario. Now let me ask you this. If this is the scenario I'm looking for buyers to step up in, what happens if they don't? If buyers do not defend 457, what's that telling me, right? Because I understand the market auction. I understand the psychology behind this chart pattern, right? Because remember, chart pattern is nothing other than selective human behavior, right? Bring it back. Two components in trading, buyers and sellers. Each one has two different beliefs about the market. Each one thinks the market's going to go up. Each one thinks the market's going to go down, right? Buyer, seller. You have sellers at 457, right? Making money off selling, right? They're selling at 457. They're making money. They hop in trades right here at CPI, right? I was one of them, but I just took profits very quickly, or I just day traded it. But for all the swing traders that took shorts here at CPI, which was a lot, volume was very high, they all got stopped out overnight session, right? Because price rallies up to almost 460, right? So now all these sellers here, they're in losing trades, right? They're down 50%, 20%, whatever it is, because they took the market short. So now when price comes back down to where they entered, they're going to get out of their trade at break even gracefully. Now listen to me what I'm telling you. This is a bullish scenario. Bullish scenario means they're going to stomp out of their trades at 457. Now, if this doesn't happen, right, that would be, well, hold on. So bullish scenario, they stomp out of their trade and they're done with it, right? Buyers' beliefs have been reinforced. So buyers are now piling in even heavier, right? That's the bullish scenario. We've identified a break and retest on the 1 hour time frame, a bullish scenario. Now, what happens if that doesn't happen? Okay? If buyers don't step up and those sellers don't stop out, that means they're adding to their positions heavily, right? And now all these people that go long here, right, thinking they're capitalizing on a bullish break and retest, are going to get stomped out heavy, right? And that is what really fueled this massive move to the downside. And all what I did to be able to identify this was identify market conditions, right? Which is a simple critical level. In a bullish scenario, buyers defend this 457. In a bearish scenario, buyers don't defend it and price tanks right through it, right? So that is the psychology aspect behind it, right? If you like content like that, get involved. Trader Bootcamp, $19.99 below. It's very important that you learn to understand the psychology behind price action, because this is going to help you get in and out of the market, not based on the RSI, not based on the moving averages, not based on the MACD, but based on live time price action, right? Because nothing is going to explain conditions to you more than a critical level being demolished and you understanding why that level is critical. See what I'm saying? Okay, so let's just run down the trades we took on the Discord, right? First trade I took was a short play off of... Okay, entering shorts here, targeting 456.76. So real quick, let's just run over the pre-market plan real quick because it's very important that you guys understand why. Okay, here we go. SPY bearish scenario, gapping up big pre-market with new yearly highs, right? This is a very bullish indication, but at the same time, ready? We must prepare for pullbacks and gap fills. We have a critical level from the weekly time frame here at 457. If sellers can defend this level, along with whatever the open price is, look at this. It's crazy. I'm looking for a move to the downside, targeting 456.34 demand. If buyers cannot hold 456, I'm looking for a large move. Look at this. To end of day at 455.51, then potentially 454. Right? Literally. 454. Look at this. We literally rallied right into 454 and below it. Right? And how, you guys may be thinking, how does this guy know this? All what I'm doing. And I literally look, if they can't hold whatever the opening price is, right? Opening price, 458.68. That was our main break and retest. Okay, bring it back. I've identified critical levels at 457. If we can't hold this, right, we're going to snap, right? And how I did this was I grabbed yesterday's high, right, which was literally what we tried to defend. And remember, I'm identifying a break and retest here, a bullish scenario. And now I'm looking to see what it needs to look like to be invalidated because we had this massive gap up. Crazy, right? Massive gap up here. Now, what do I need to see to tell me that sellers are in control, right? Because we have this huge liquidity gap. Universal law, whatever creates a gap must get filled, right? Now, price breaks below the open. This is when we took our first trade, targeting yesterday's high, right? Called that out right in the Discord. Really good trade, and that's one of my favorite trades right there. Is you break the open, come up for the retest. Look, this is where I put entering shorts, and then we took price all the way down to previous day high, and got out at this lower high, right? So this is where we captured the really big move. Here we go, team volume picking up. I'm just going to show you over here on this. So the way I did this and how I do everything is on the 2-minute. I identify my entries and exits on the 2-minute. There's that opening price I was talking about pre-market. I was looking to see whoever could defend it. See how I'm getting this. And you see what I'm doing. Break and retest to the downside, to the upside, downside to the upside, right? Because that's how the market moves, is through break and retest and the psychological aspect of whoever's dominant buying and then getting stopped out, right? And this fuels the move to the opposite position. So we have the open over here at 458.68. Price breaks below it. We catch this move to the downside, right? This was our first move on the Discord. Very good move, right? Got out at that lower high. Okay, you're not going to work. Okay. And then what we did was price came up, couldn't touch the open, broke. This one we took the market short at 457.97, right? Because I'm looking for a move to fill this massive gap fill. If we could fill this massive gap fill here, we're going to make a lot of money, right? But first, we need to not assume this is going to happen. We need to react from price action, right? So here's our first trade. Comes down, defends previous day high. Once again, the break and retest, right? Guys, break through resistance, come down, retest it, right? Price comes up to the open. Now this is a break and retest to the downside. Bam. So I first entered the trade right here, but once we held this 457 level, it was over for me. This told me everything I needed to know, right? we started to follow heavy through. My first target was here, like I said in the pre-market plan, end of day, right? Guys, end of day is previous day close, right? Price rallies right to 455.51, breaks through it, and then the rest was history, right? So we hit this trade for over 2,000% return. And basically, in a nutshell, this is how you identify and adapt to market conditions, right? And basically, the reason why you get those massive sell-offs is because buyers just get stopped out, right? Because all professional traders know when to get out of a position, and they have very large positions. So once price broke below end of day, that was one of our first ending. Like look at the volume here at end of day, which is another reason why this area is so critical. But look at the volume here. Oh, it's massive. Look at that. Really starts to pick up. And that was it, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if you want to get involved with me, with my team, with my course, right? Trader Bootcamp, 11 mini courses, breaking down market psychology, market aspects, market concepts, right? This buying and selling auction, right? You're going to become much more successful and level up your network, right? Our Discord puts in work each and every single day. I want you guys involved. So get involved, right? It just may change your life, full money back guarantee. Or if you just want live trade callouts, right? We got a free week trial. Get involved. Links below. Learn to identify and adapt to market conditions. And I'll see you in the next lesson.